Good evening. So in this class we'll see the continuation of boat and stream practice questions 5 to 10. So in the last class I taught you question number 1 to 4. Okay, your practice sheet provided in your group. So please solve that practice questions. Okay. So let us start here with the question number 5. A ferry, right? You can take that as a boat also, not an issue. Takes 96 minutes to row to a place P2 from another place P1 along the stream. The distance between the place P1 and P2 is 19.2 km. So therefore the data provided here, let us take this is the P1 and this is the P2. The distance between this P1 and P2 provided here as a 19.2 km. Now go with the first one. It takes 96 minutes to row the place P2 from another place, P2 from another place, P1. So in this direction. Let us take like this, okay, boat or whatever. Along the stream means the river also moving in this direction. Okay, that is stream or current also moving in this direction. Okay, both are in the same direction. The distance between, so this data we have done. The speed of the ferry in still water is 4 times the more than that of the stream. Still water is 4 times more than that of the stream. Right, you don't know that the stream speed. Check the data. You don't know the stream speed. But the question here is how much distance will the ferry cover in 5.2 hours against the stream. Against the stream means upstream. Okay. Now try to understand. You don't know the speed of the stream. So you can take that speed of a stream as a S kilometer per hour. Okay. Now easily we can able to find out the speed of the ferry. Right. They are giving you 4 times more than that of the stream. Actually the stream here is S plus 4 times more means 4. S must be added with the along. 4 times more. Understand? 4 times more. 4 more time, that is different. 4 times more, that is entirely different. Please understand this one. So therefore 5 S kilometer per hour. After knowing these two, ferry and stream, that is the current, we can able to find out the downstream speed. The speed of the downstream. Downstream is nothing but the both are moving in the same direction. Okay, along the river, along the stream, along the current. So which is equal to, you need to add up that one, x plus y. Yesterday's class also we have seen that x plus y along the stream. So therefore here 5s plus x, so which becomes 6s kilometer per hour. Then we can able to find out the speed of the upstream. Upstream means against. So against means you need to subtract. So therefore 5s minus s becomes a 4s kilometer per hour. Now what was the question? You know the concept called as distance is equal to speed into time. So distance 19.2, which is equal to, now read it carefully. Then how much distance will ferry cover 5.2 hours against the stream? Upstream. With this, now try to understand. You know the downstream speed. So that is 6s. And now try to understand. 96 minutes to row the place P2 to the P1, which means that they are moving in the same direction, which means downstream, right? So downstream time duration provided here in terms of a minute. So therefore convert in terms of an hour, 96 by 60. Then you can cancel this one. So then it becomes a 10. If you are cross multiplying this one, it becomes a 10 into 19.2 becomes an 192, which is equal to 96x. So s is equal to 192 by 96. You can cancel this one. S becomes 2 kilometer per hour. So you have found the speed of a stream, right? You have found the speed of a stream. Now, after knowing that, we can able to find out the upstream speed, right? So upstream speed, that is nothing but 4s. Substitute here, 4 into s becomes a 2, so which is equal to 8 kilometer per hour. With this, we can able to find the distance covered by the ferry in 5.2 hours against the stream is upstream. So therefore distance covered, okay, or else required, which is equal to 5.2 hours into the speed of the upstream, that is nothing but 8. If you are multiplying that one, you are getting 41.6 kilometer, right? So simple, but it's like a moderate kind of question, not very easy. You need understanding to solve this kind of questions, okay. With this, we will move on to the next question. The speed of the stream is 12 km per hour. The speed of the boat is 20 km per hour. The boat takes total of 36 hours traveling downstream from the point X to Y, and coming back 2 point, okay, coming point 2 back. Z is midway. Z is the midway of X and Y. What is the distance between X and Y? So we need to find out the total distance. You need to find. Okay, this was the question here. What are the data provided? The speed of the current provided as 12 km per hour. The speed of the boat provided as 20 km per hour. Then downstream speed you can able to calculate x plus y. So which becomes 32 km per hour. Upstream we can able to find x minus y. So that is 20 minus 12 becomes 8 km per hour. If you want, you can write here also 20 plus 12, 20 minus 12. Okay, like this you can, okay, write. So while doing the revisions, that will help you. Okay. So after knowing this, the total, right, from x to y and y to z takes 36 hours. So please understand that one. 36 hours for traveling the downstream from the point x to y and coming back from that y to z. Okay, that only 36, which means half a distance. So here full distance, right? You can take that distance as a d here, d by, right, moving along the river. X to y means along the river downstream. So that speed is nothing but 32 plus, now try to understand, from y to z of a distance, so of a d. Now with the speed of upstream, right, against, because this is coming in this direction, so river is flowing in this direction, so against means x minus y. X minus y is nothing but 8. So we can take a d as a common, then 1 by 32 plus 1 by 16, which is equal to 36. You can take a LCM as a 32. So here 1 time here, 2 time here, which is equal to 36. Now d is equal to 3 by 32, which is equal to 36, you can cancel this one. This is 12. So D is equal to 12 into 32. So 12 into 32 becomes 384 kilometer. So that required distance which is equal to 384 kilometer. Okay. Okay. Now let us see the next problem. Here, so question looks lengthy as well as the sum also requires a lot of understanding. In a downstream, two steamers downstream, right? So this is the river. Then a boat also going in this direction. So that is nothing but the downstream along the river. Steamer A, which means let us take a boat A and a boat B. Start simultaneously from the point P. So let us take this is a P. Okay. But the steamer B reaches point Q 2 hours before the steamer A, which means the speed of that steamer B is more than the steamer A. Okay. Those things also default. If the distance between P and Q nothing but 120 kilometer and the speed of the steamer B in upstream is 3 kilometer per hour more than the steamer A in the upstream. Now try to understand in your practice sheet it has mentioned as a B. Okay, please change your steamer A. Okay, so you don't know the speed of the steamer A, right? So let us take the speed of the steamer A as a x here. So x kilometer per hour. The speed of the steamer B, you can take it as a y kilometer per hour. And what else provided here? The speed of the stream provided here, which means the speed of the current provided here as a 2 kilometer per hour. With this data, we need to find the sum of the speed of the steamer A in still water and the sum of the steamer B. So you need to find out the SA plus SB. To calculate this, you need to understand only one thing. The speed of the steamer B is 3 kilometer per hour more than that of the steamer A in upstream. Upstream means what you need to do here? You need to subtract. Alright. So that is the logic you need to understand. So this is according to the question. B minus A. Right? When we are taking X and Y, you can take it as a X and Y also here. So therefore, instead of A and B, assigned as a X and Y. So therefore, you can take it as a X and Y itself here. So which means Y minus X, which is equal to 3. 3 kilometers more. Okay. Actually, you need to calculate like this. So let me write like this. Y minus 2 minus of X minus 2, which is equal to 3. Because upstream, downstream concept. Alright. We are applying here. Because you know that current speed also. Then upstream, right? Now the steamer A is upstream nothing but a X minus 2 upstream. The speed of upstream with respect to A. The speed of upstream with respect to B, which is nothing but a Y minus 2. That difference only provided here as a 3. Okay, when you are multiplying that okay, minus etc. inside 2 and 2 and getting a cancel here, because this minus and minus will become a plus. Here on minus 2 and then it becomes a plus 2. If you want, let me write here. Y minus 2 minus X plus 2, which is equal to 3. So that is why we are getting your cancel this part here. Okay. 2 and 2 getting cancelled here. Then Y minus X becomes 3. Y minus X becomes 3. Alright. So this is very important one. So next thing you need to understand here, what is that in downstream In a downstream, the speed of the streamer A nothing but a downstream is we need to add up both here. So it becomes x plus 2. It becomes x plus 2. From this you can able to find out the value of x. Y minus 3 is equal to x. So please understand y minus 3 is equal to x. Substitute the value of x here. So therefore it becomes y minus 3 plus 2, which is equal to y minus 1. The speed of A in the downstream. Similarly, you can find out the speed of the B in a downstream. Okay. So what is the downstream here? Speed here. Getting this logic first of all. In a downstream, what will happen? Actually, we need to sum up that 2. Okay. That is what we are doing here. Then we are finding out this one. Okay. We can easily find out the speed of the streamer B in a downstream. We can able to add up, that's it. Then it becomes a y plus 2. So what was the question? The streamer B reaches point Q 2 hours before the streamer. Okay, time difference provided here. So now the time difference here is 2. What is the time? You know basic concept, distance is equal to speed into time. Then time is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance? 120 by SA in the downstream. Okay. Because why we are taking a downstream here? Please understand the question itself mentioning in a downstream. Okay. Now by y minus 1 minus 120 by y plus 2. Now you need to do the simplifications here. 120 you need to take it as a common here. Then 1 by y minus 1 minus 1 by y plus 2, which is equal to 2. We can cancel this one. This becomes a 60. Now you need to take a LCM here. Y minus 1 here, y plus 2 here, which is equal to 1. Then cross multiply. Now please be careful here. Minus of y minus 1. Minus of y minus 1. Now you can able to simplify that one. So 60 here. Now in the denominator you can multiply here. Y square plus 2y minus y minus 2. In the numerator you are bringing that negative sign inside the bracket. So minus y plus 1. Now plus y and minus y getting cancelled here. So 60 here, 3 here, cross multiply the denominator here. Y square plus y minus 2. Rearrange this one. Y square plus y minus 2. Bring this 180 towards the LHS or RHS. Bring that towards the RHS. So therefore minus 180 is equal to 0. Y square plus y minus 182 is equal to 0. You need to do the factorization. Product gives you minus 182. The sum has to give you 1. What would be the two numbers? 14 and 13. Here the sum must be a 1. So therefore minus sign in the smaller number. You can write directly because the coefficient of y square here is 1. If it is not 1, you need to split up the middle term. Okay, that also you need to consider here. So y plus 14 here, y minus 13 here is equal to 0. The first one not possible because negative value. You can bring this one. So y is equal to 13. Now you have found the value of y only. So what else you need to find here? Okay. Now try to understand. After knowing that the y value, okay, we need to find out the x value. So keep this as equation number 1. Substitute in 1. So x becomes 13 minus 10. So therefore x is equal to 10. So you have found that x and 10, x as a 10, y as a 13. The question is, what is x plus y? Because you need to find out the sum of the speed of the streamer A in still water and the streamer B. We are taking that sum of streamer A as a x, streamer B as a y. So the required answer here is x plus y. So x plus y is nothing but 10 plus 13, which is equal to 23 kilometer per hour. So the answer for the question is 23 kilometer per hour. C is the correct answer for this question. So lengthy question. No other way you need to solve this kind of miscellaneous type of questions also. Okay, learn maximum knowledge. Sometimes the UPSC, if they are going to set a difficult question paper, means you may expect this kind of lengthy question papers. Okay, with this we'll move on to the next year. Here, the time taken by a boatman to travel x plus 40 kilometer downstream, x minus 40 kilometer upstream is 20 hours. The downstream speed here is 50% more than that of the upstream speed. More than that of the upstream speed. Now try to understand. Let us take so x and y, x is present here. So let us take the speed of a boat as a b itself, b kilometer per hour. Let us take the speed of the current, okay, or else the speed of the stream, whatever, current, speed, river, whatever. Let us take a s itself, s kilometer per hour. Then what would be the downstream speed? The speed of a downstream, okay, of that boat downstream is nothing but we need to add up that one. Upstream with respect to the speed of the boat, we have to subtract that one. Opposite in direction. So therefore we have to subtract. Then after knowing that they are providing your downstream speed. So downstream speed is downstream here is nothing but a b plus s, which is equal to 50% more. Actually upstream speed, if you are taking 100%, 50% more means it becomes a 150. 150% nothing but 1.5. Please understand, this is the very important note. Don't simply put a 50%. It is not a 50%. Here 50% more. So actually upstream speed will be the 100%. 50% more means it becomes 1.5 times the actual. So the actual nothing but a upstream means we need to subtract. So therefore b minus x, or else you can put like that, b minus s plus 50% is nothing but 1 by 2, right? 1 by 2 of b minus s. So this is full complete one. 1 plus 1 by 2 is nothing but what? 1.5 only. 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is nothing but what? 1.5 only. So in that manner also you can take your, okay, anything completely fine. Now what you need to do here is after knowing this one, simplify this one. So b plus s, which is equal to 1.5, b minus 1.5, yes. So then rearrange this one. So bringing towards this one, it becomes a 2.5 s. Then here 0.5 b. Now cross cancel that. That's it. 5 times 0.5, no? Therefore 5 times here. 5 s is equal to b. So please understand, this is a important note. You can keep this as a equation number 1. Now what has been provided here? Time taken by the boat to travel this much distance downstream. What is the downstream speed? B plus s. Then this much distance upstream, b minus s, which is equal to 20 hours. Now cross multiply this one, right? Or else you can substitute a b value here itself. That also completely fine. Here b is equal to 5s, right? We can substitute here. Since you need to find out the value of x, okay? You need to find the value of x here. Now, one more data also provided. But before that, you try to solve, or else you try to simplify this one first of all. Substitute here, okay? Or else take a LCM and then you can substitute anything, fine. Here instead of b, I am substituting here 5s, so plus s. Then what happens here? X minus 4, x minus 40, here x plus 40 by b you are substituting here 5s minus s, which is equal to 20. Now this becomes a 6s, this becomes a 4s, so which is equal to 20. Now you can take that LCM as it is. LCM as it is. Don't take as a 24, etc. Without cancelling, you can say take like that. 6 x and 4s, just cross multiply. 4s into x plus 40. Here 6s into x minus 40, which is equal to 20. Now cross multiply that denominator. So if when you are cross multiplying that denominator, it becomes a 4s into x plus 40 plus 6s into x minus 40, which is equal to 20 into 60, 20 into 6x into 4x. So keep this as another equation number 2. Now according to the question, a boat can travel, this much of distance, x plus distance, in a distance, right? You know the concept. Distance is equal to speed into time. Time here provided here. So distance by speed, right? Speed here is nothing but a speed of a boat, because they are giving you still water. Boat man only, okay? So which is equal to b. You know the value of b. So x plus 40, which is equal to 12 into value of b here is nothing but 5s. So now you can keep as it is, okay? So if you are finding difficult, means just you can modify this, right? Or else simply you can keep it as a 5s in the denominator itself. Let me take this as a s here. X plus 40 by, now try to understand, 12 into 5 becomes a 60. Keep this as a equation number 3. Now substitute 3 into, so please understand, substituting the 3 into. So what happens here? 4 here, s is nothing but a x plus 40 by 60, okay, plus 6 into s is nothing but a x plus 40 by 60 into x minus 40, which is equal to 20 into 6 into, we have to substitute that s values here. So s is nothing but a x plus 40 by 60. Again 4 is there, please understand, 4 is there, and again x plus 40 by 60. Now try to understand. Here you can take 60 as a LCM, okay? That is why I'm not simplifying that one. Okay, now you can able to understand why I am not cancelling here, because we can able to take that 60 as a LCM here in the LHS. Okay, so if you are taking that LCM as a 60 in the LHS, what happens here? So if you are taking 60 as a LCM here, 4, right, 4 into x plus 40, right. Now try to understand here. 4 into x plus 40 and 6 into x plus 40. Okay, plus 6 into x plus 40, another x minus 40 also here. So which is equal to 20 into 6, 20 into 6 into 4. Now 2 times we are writing here 60 and 60 x plus 40 because it is there. Okay, when you are substituting 2s here. Okay, now try to understand here. Now we can cancel this 60 and 60. Okay, now further we can cancel here 10 times. We can cancel this 0 and 0 here, right. Now this 4 into 2 becomes a 8. Now x plus 40 the whole square. Now you can take your 1x plus 40, you can take it as a common here. I hope you are getting this. X plus 40 you can take it as a common here. Then what happens here? 4 here, 6 into x minus 40 will be there. So 1 times you can cancel here. 4 plus 6x minus 240, which is equal to 8x. Then plus this is nothing but 320. Now we have to rearrange, right. Rearrange this one. 8x minus 6x minus 240. Okay, so I hope getting this. If you are feeling difficult with the simplification, means let me tell you another way also. Without taking that x plus 40 as a common, okay, x plus 40 as a common. Now try to understand here. 4s is there, na? 4s is there, and one more x plus 40 is there. I have missed that one. Please understand that one. So here another x plus 40 is there. So then it becomes a whole square. Okay. Then without cancelling this way, you can go with listen. Without cancelling this way, you can go with in this format. 4 into x plus 40 the whole square plus 6 into x plus 40 into x minus 40, which is equal to 4, 2 4s are 8, right. 8 into x plus 40 the whole square. Now bring this towards the RHS. Then here the coefficients getting subtracted. So 8 here and 4 here subtracting, then it becomes a 4 times here. I hope you are getting subtracting that one. Now here 60 into x plus 40 into x minus 40. Okay, getting. Now you can cancel this. One time you can able to cancel this one. Okay, this you can cancel one time. So this is 6 here, not 60. See here 6 only. So therefore one time you can. Now you can bring that 6 inside that bracket, or else further if you want you can cancel here, 2 times here, 3 times here. Now you can bring your 3x minus 120 which is equal to 2x plus 80, bring and do the simplifications. 3x minus 2x which is equal to 120 plus 80. So 3x minus 2x becomes a x, 120 plus 80 becomes 200. Answer for the question is 200, because you need to find out what is the value of x only. Find the value of x. I hope you are getting, but these are very okay. You can say that UPSC may not give this kind of question, but anyhow get some idea about how to solve this kind of things. Okay, miscellaneous kind of questions surely. Apart from that 8 shortcut I taught you in the classes, you need to learn this kind of shortcuts also. Okay, and miscellaneous also you need to solve. 20 practice question provided. Here 8 questions done. So another 2 questions we will see here today, because already 35 minutes over. We'll see another 10 to 15 minutes. After that, in the upcoming days also we will see that remaining practice questions. Okay, now question number 9. The ratio of the speed of the boat in still water to the speed of the stream. The speed of the boat to the speed of the stream provided as a 7/3. The speed of the boat, right? And then Aman goes 40 km upstream in 2 hours. How much will he take to go 70 kilometers downstream and come back same distance upstream? You know what is the downstream here? Downstream is equal to, how can you find out? So downstream which is equal to, you know, this is nothing but a B and this is nothing but a S, because they are providing you the ratio of the speed of the boat to the speed of the stream. They are providing here. Okay, stream you can take it as a S, or else current C also, and single manner you are taking means you can take it as S. With respect to the speed, in order to avoid that WS, you can take it as a C. Anything completely fine. Now that downstream speed by the upstream speed, how can you calculate downstream speed to the upstream speed? Downstream means we have to add up the 2, upstream means we have to subtract the 2. So 10/4 downstream speed and upstream speed, we are done. 10/4. Now the question says that Aman goes 40 km in 2 hours upstream. Easily you can able to find out the upstream speed. So upstream speed is equal to what? You know, same distance. Distance is equal to speed into time. So distance by time is equal to speed. Upstream speed you have found as a 20 km/h. Then substitute here. Substitute in this equation number 1. Downstream speed is equal to upstream speed, you know, 20. So which is equal to 10/40. You can cancel this one 5 times, cross multiply. So downstream speed becomes a 50 km/h. You know downstream speed and upstream speed. Now try to understand how much distance will it take 70 km downstream. So downstream 70 km. Downstream means speed provided here. Downstream speed here as a 50 plus and return. So that is upstream. Upstream speed also we have found as a 20. Right. It can take a LCM here, which is equal to total time. Take a LCM here. Or else cancel this one 0 0. You can cancel this one 0 0. You can take a LCM as a 10. here 2 times 14, here 5 times 35, so which is equal to 49 by 10. Do that because it is in terms of a minute also. Then 49 here, 10 here, 4 times 40, and a remainder 9. So therefore 4 hours completed. That 9 by, so remainder is 9. So now in order to convert in terms of a minute, so therefore you are getting right. This is 4 here in that. Okay. What would be the remainder? 9 by 10. So this is the divisor. You know that mixed, how to write the mixed quotient remainder by the divisor. That logic you can use. Understood? Okay. Or else let me write here. That would be better. Write it in the mixed fraction. 4 by 10. 4 hours completed. So then we have to check with the minute, means you have to multiply with the 60. That is the logic. So you can multiply here with the 60 minute. Right. So remainder here is 9, right? So 9 by 10, which is equal to 4 hour. 9 into 6 becomes 54. So 4 hour 54 minute. 4 hour 54 minute. Option C is the correct answer. 4 hour 54 minute. Go through this question. Having doubt means you can ask. Okay. So this is the total time. Because the question asking, demanding that how much time. So therefore we can take the total time here. Okay. Shall I move on to the next here? Okay. So last question. Sure, another class is there. So let us wind up by, okay, after this class. J rows a boat 216 km upstream and rows the same distance downstream in a total of 30 hours. 30 hours without break. The speed in the downstream is 20% more than the speed of the boat in a still water. The speed of the upstream is 66.67 of the downstream speed. What is the speed of the boat in still water? If you don't know the speed of the boat, you can take it as a x here. Simple question. This kind of question you can expect. You can take the speed of the boat as a x kilometer per hour. So downstream provider here. Sorry, wait a minute. Downstream speed provider here has a 20% more. So x plus 20% of 20% of the speed of the boat. So boat speed area is nothing but a x here. So this is nothing but a 0.2 x plus 0.2x, which is nothing but a 1.2x. Okay. So next here is the speed of downstream we have found. The speed of upstream we have to find out. Now this is a very important. 66.67% of the downstream, which means how much less here, right? 33.3 less here with respect to the downstream. Downstream area is nothing but 1.2x minus of. So this is 100% means only you are taking 66.67. So therefore how much reduction in there? 33.33 reduction. 33.33 is nothing but 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 of 1.2x. So this is nothing but 0.4. 1.2x minus 0.4x becomes a 0.8x. So this is the upstream. Now you know distance 216 by downstream 1.2x. So returning that. So 216 by upstream Speed upstream, check here, speed of the upstream 0.8x. So total time here is 30 hours. 2 and 6 you can take it as a cancel, sorry, common. Then 1 by 1.2, right? Multiply with the numerator, you can multiply with the 10 and denominator with 10 because 1 decimal. I hope you are getting this one. X into 10 by 10. Directly we can write, but I know I am writing elaboratively. So reciprocal here. 10 by how much? 12x plus 10 by 8x. So which is equal to 30. So this 0, 0, 0 getting cancelled here. So dividing with the 10 table. So now you can take a LCM here as a 24x. So 24 you are taking as a LCM. So 2 times here. Here 3 times. Here cancelling. If you are cancelling this one 9 times here. Then 9 into 5 which is equal to 3x. I am just cross multiplying the denominator x towards the RHS. Now you can cancel here 3 times. So x becomes 3 into 5 becomes a 15. So answer you need to find out the speed of the boat. The speed of the boat only we are taking as a x. So the answer for this question x only. So what is the x? 15. So answer for the question here is 15 km/h. If you are having any doubt you can ask, or else we will wind up. Next questions, the next set of questions we will see in the upcoming days. Okay. Thank you all. Have a good day.